Before you drop precious cash on a CRM, let me tell you something. You don't actually need one right now. This is not a paid ad by the anti-CRM society or the anti-HubSpot lobby, I promise. I don't believe that every business needs an actual CRM early on. During the earliest stages of your business, I want you to save money and put your time directly into what matters most, selling and delivering. Instead, let me share with you a super easy do-it-yourself CRM that costs you nothing and works just as well as using the best CRM. Plus, I will share a prerequisite to using CRMs that hardly anyone talks about. Now, don't get me wrong, I'm the biggest fan of CRMs. We were early adopters back in the 2000s and have continued to use them. My previous business, Enor, an 8-figure analytics agency, had big names like Salesforce and Sugar CRM as clients and was even a Salesforce service partner. But here is the issue. A close friend of mine once started a business. He had a great list of contacts who were likely to buy his service. Starting a business like this is like having it served to you on a silver platter. But he wasted it all. Instead of contacting these leads and pitching to them, he decided to hold off until he got a CRM, so his sales process was more organized. I met him 2 weeks later, and he said he was still researching. Some 4 weeks later, he was still attending demos. Then I met him 8 weeks later, and he still hadn't bought a system because he had gotten caught up with marketing, setting up the LLC, and figuring out pricing models. But this entire time, he could have been selling and delivering his service and bringing money in. I understand the desire to start things off on the right foot, but you cannot spend 8 weeks not selling. Here is a pro tip that should guide your investment in tools. Apply the 90-10 rule, which is spend 10% of your resources on the tool and 90% on the individuals who use it. You're not going to find software that will magically run your business. You will always need to manage it and maintain it. But what are a CRM's primary functions anyway? And does my do-it-yourself solution fulfill them? At a broad level, a CRM stores and organizes data about your customers and your interactions with them with the goal of improving relationships and boosting sales. Now, you can purchase the most expensive or the fanciest AI-enabled CRM, but without one significant prerequisite, you will get very little benefit. This prerequisite is building a habit of methodically capturing sales data and acting on it. From the first day of your business, you need to get into the habit of recording contact information for your leads. You just need to do it. So before buying a CRM, you can start building this habit by using my do-it-yourself solution. Over the last 20 years, I have built 7 businesses, some of which have reached 7 or 8 figures in revenue, and I have used this DIY tool at the beginning of every single one of them. So the DIY CRM is actually creating a Google or Excel sheet to track your sales data. I've included a template in the description. The sheet will get the job done for now and is straightforward to navigate. Just note that it will be too much to maintain if you have more than, say, 50 or 100 qualified leads and clients all at once. And of course, it doesn't have all the bells and whistles a lot of CRMs come with, but other than that, it's a great alternative, especially if you're bootstrapping. Now that you're ready to record all the information you gather, let's go out and talk to some leads. Watch this video here to learn how to pitch your service.